evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let me thank Mr. Jimmy Engineer, our chief guest, for coming here to grace this occasion. My dear distinguished guests, my dear friends, let me thank you each and every one for taking time off, today being a Saturday, a day of rest, to come here to Stone and Stream to open our new gallery. I also would like to thank Mr. Jimmy Engineer for the compliments and his inspiring and enlightening talk. My journey as an artist is briefly only 6 years. As a jewelry designer, I always wanted to retire as an artist. My search for a teacher had been very long. I have a jewelry shop in Langkawi where I met a figurative artist who was kind enough to introduce me to his guru, Mr. Sali. Mr. Sali is the first person to give my first lesson on canvas and paint. I was so excited that day. The next day morning, I rushed to his house for my second class. Mr. Sali told me that I should try to develop and discover within me my own method of painting. Rather disappointed that day, I came back to Sri Lanka and went to the university in Colombo. I met the senior lecturer there, Mr. Jagat Ravindra, who also told me the same thing. But he gave me a valuable golden advice. He said, once you have drawn 100 pictures, you will be an artist. Today, as an amateur in the art field, I am very grateful to these two great teachers who paved me a way to get into the art field. I also had the privilege to be selected among 10 artists in Malaysia for the world's first geopark exhibition. I was a participator in the Expo Malaysia Art, the Art Tourism, and the Lava exhibition in Malaysia. As a jewelry designer, we are restricted to a 3-inch by 4-inch space to develop designs with many facets. But when I got into canvas and art, I found freedom. I found the spectrum of colors I could use, and I was able to communicate with it. The collection you are going to see here now has been all painted in Sri Lanka, and I had sleepless nights enjoying painting till my son reminds me he has to go to school. So I always realized that I had not even had my meals passed through. There have been days I have painted for 3 days, 4 days, just having lunch and coffee and going on painting. And the enjoyment and the happiness I incurred in it kept me gazing at the pictures and discovering within it every time I had to look at it. I found the pictures were communicating with me. They were talking to me in different moods. At different times they were giving different messages. And when I look at the pictures from different angles, I also saw different objects and different communications. So I found the spectrum of colors and how I used it was talking to me, and I was enjoying it, and I didn't want to part with any of them for the last 3 years. I thought, these are like my children, I kept them with me. But I was collecting so much, for the last 3 years, I had over 100 paintings in my garage, I didn't know where to keep them. And when I sold my first painting, I was very sad. I was almost in tears. I felt, I lost something. But again, on the other hand, I thought the enjoyment I am going to give somebody else by going to see this painting of mine in his house is a big satisfaction and achievement. So now, I would like to thank Mr. Mueen Saheed and his lovely wife Shama Saheed for being very kind to me to offer a space in their prestigious Stone and Stream building to have my gallery. Thank you very much for allowing me to have my paintings here. And my first exhibition was only last week at Lionel Bank. And I hope you too would enjoy as much as I enjoyed Sleepless Night, looking at these pictures and trying to discover its message of communication, people, dwelling, fragrance of love, and so many and many more. So welcome to Stone and String Art Gallery, Soul Beat, your heartbeat. Thank you.